Okay, so hello and welcome back. Let's say hi.
Hey guys,
Hey.
well, welcome back to the Girl Boss podcast.
Everyone say hey. Okay, we've
Hey,
got
y'all.
we've got
Got some
four
players
guests today.
tonight.
Mhm.
Benji.
Benji.
Well,
Say hi.
well, like we said
Benji's
last
back.
time. Excuse me, I was going to fill in our players.
Alright.
The fact that I was a DLC character last week, but this time we've expanded, and the new expansion pack contains 3 new characters: Aunt Daisy, Ronan
I'm done, I'm
and
muting you.
and Eden. They're all our new characters. We're basically testing them in the alpha stage of this new patch. We're going to be seeing next week if they need a buff or a nerf or changes and tweaks. We haven't picked out all the glitches with every single
So,
character.
as you can see, we're joined by Benji, who was here in the last episode, as well as Daisy, Ronan, and Eden, all our friends.
I'm Aunt
Got
Daisy
Ronnie
and
Ron-
I'm senile.
Yeah.
She's off mummy special juice.
Yeah.
I'm new to podcasts, so is it okay if I just like start vacuuming and stuff? Like, does that work for you guys?
You brought it back.
Oh, you
Eden,
cracked me up,
introduce
Rony
yourself.
Ron.
Eden, introduce yourself.
Words
Hello.
you'll never hear anyone say.
I am Eden.
Eden's
Don't
loud
mind
and
if I
crisp.
sip my tea.
Eden's loud and
I
crisp
sound like a
enough
guy
as
from
it
a
is
play,
today.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's not
Sounds like the
confirmed.
guy from Yerma.
We
Anyway,
might have to put it up afterwards.
okay.
Last we got Aunt Daisy.
Hey,
Introduce
I'm
yourself.
Aunt Daisy. I'm an old woman, so I repeat myself a lot.
I'm done with
Um,
y'all.
Okay, basically, we've got so many people in today because we're gonna be discussing a really important documentary on Netflix.
It's a piece of history, a piece of film history.
Yeah.
It's called Mitt, and it's about
Round of
about
applause.
Mitt Romney. Round of applause,
Guys, I'm crying.
because Mitt Romney, as you know, is the candidate who lost like twice.
Yeah, he did
And
twice. He lost the first
Heroically
nomination.
lost, though.
He heroically
Yeah.
lost twice, but he's praised by liberals because he doesn't like Donald Trump. So we thought we'd go back and watch the Mitt documentary that came out, and it was about, what was it about? His
Okay,
2008
just for
and
context,
2012
it's
presidential
on Netflix
runs.
if you want to check it out. It runs from I think 2006 up to 2012 or 2009.
No,
Uh,
2008
no.
to
No, it's
2012.
It's 2012 because it's when.
Yeah, it has the Obama as
Yeah.
well.
It's 6
Yeah,
years
2008
before.
and 2012. He was in the 2012
No, it
presidential
starts in
election.
2006,
Yeah.
though.
and-
Yeah,
Why
it's
is it
6 years.
2006?
It's 6 years. 2006, 2012.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No, but
Yeah.
2006 wasn't the primaries.
no, but that's when he was
2008.
nominated.
But that's
for
when
it.
he
With
announced he
John
was
McCain.
Yeah.
running.
Was
Yeah.
wasn't he? I don't know. Anyways, I'm done.
Anyway,
So
you get the idea. It's about
I think
his race
basically
as
it's-
nominee.
it's a good documentary.
No.
Well,
No, it's
well,
not a
It's
good
alright.
documentary.
It's quite
it's
I
a
good.
didn't
good
like it.
documentary if you've
It's
seen no other
documentary.
documentaries.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was a good documentary.
I
No,
thought it
it's
had
the
some good
reason- the
No, I
elements.
thought it was terrible.
It humanizes.
Why?
It humanizes Mitt
Yeah.
Romney to the
Yeah.
point
No,
where
it
it's like,
doesn't.
I thought
Why?
it didn't have an agenda
No,
though.
it's
I thought it didn't have an
repetitive
agenda.
I
and
have a
annoying.
massive agenda. Oh yeah, I think it definitely
it
does.
humanized him
It was
so
just a-
much.
Yeah, but that's what a
everyone,
fly on
stop
the wall
arguing. We haven't
documentary
even talked
does.
about it yet. I'm
No,
done.
but I thought
Okay.
it was.
To set the scene, we start off and Mitt is, I think, running for the primaries, right? The
Yeah.
He's skiing with his
Yeah.
family.
And he was running against, I can't remember who he was running against. I'm done.
What is that? What is that noise?
It's gone.
Someone
Who
grab
was
his
turn that
bicycle.
It's
taser on?
Sorry,
This
I
is
had a
Chris.
technical difficulty. I'd activated my taser because someone came in and attacked me. I had to just dispatch of them, but now they're gone. We can get back to your
Okay,
standard
I'm muting
broadcasting.
Benji.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Anyway, carry on.
Oh, okay. So we begin with Mitt. Open set scene. Curtains drawn. He's running in the Democratic primaries. First,
Republican.
Republican Prime.
Yeah.
Thank you
I've
very
had
much.
enough.
Are you
I'll go
good
to
at
bed. Bye,
anything
y'all.
ever?
Right.
I'm actually going
Go
to
on.
bed.
Okay, no. So he starts off and he goes, "Should I really do this?" His family, his like weird Mormon, like incestual family. Like,
Yeah.
His
oh my
wife is
God.
crazy.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Oh my God,
important we note that they're all very good looking. Just
His wife
No.
is she's
We'll
horrible.
get onto this. We'll get into this later when they like do this. For some reason, every now and then, the documentary just intertwine with like these random scenes where they just interview his son one on one.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Weird.
I know,
And
His,
he's-
his son is called Matt, right? It's Mitt,
Yeah,
Matt.
how
Do they
was
have
the
Matt?
best part?
Mike,
His
Matt?
son has
Mitt-
his
Mitt-
son has
Sure.
very sparkly eyes. I
They
thought
they just do these weird one-on-one interviews with this large, wide-eyed son.
I thought the whole way.
Like,
They're very
Benji-
bright
and
blue.
he's like, I love my dad. My dad cares about America.
no, he has this
No,
weird bit where
Is
he's
he
like, "Do you want me to talk like the
Absolutely not.
media?"
But
or
I think
Yeah, that bit when he.
No, his son is so fake. He's like, oh yeah, I can't wait till this is all over and he's lost so we can go back to our lives.
He
Like,
just uses
Nate,
his
Nate,
eyes.
Nate,
Single time.
Nate.
Yeah,
He's
it's
preying
just-
on his downfall. That was like
The
I'm
documentary
done.
starts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you should do it." And then they go to a diner, and they like go up to the man who's like, "Do you know who that is?" And they're like, "No." And then
Yeah.
they're like, "Okay, lol."
That was
And
so
then, like,
surreal. I was like.
That was so stupid. And then
They
they
talk
just
about 4 people and go, do you know who Mitt Romney is?
And it was like, I thought it would go somewhere. I thought there'd be
Yeah.
like a bit at the end where like he was tapping. It was just like, no, that was just it. Like he just.
I
Okay,
feel
well-
like you guys have fundamentally misunderstood the concept of a documentary. Like, these are not scripted.
Right.
Ronan, I'm muting you.
It was
I've had
very
enough.
fly on the wall. I don't think it had an agenda personally. Like I think it
I think it had a
partially
massive agenda.
humanised him.
I think it humanised
But
him
I d-
loads.
But
Like, 'cause he was-
humanising
I don't think
someone
it did
who
that
has an
much.
agenda, That's what a documentary
Yes, it
is.
is.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
he's, but it was like the bit where he was. I think it mentioned he was like the one bit where like the mask slipped for me was when like he did the thing about like he was like
yeah,
what was it?
yeah. That but later on, where like
When he
it's all,
said it was
it's all the scenes
45%
of
of the
with,
population.
yeah, no, it's all
on
the scenes
the-
with him and his family where it's like, oh
Yeah,
my god, we
because
love
he's
you,
always
mate. Oh,
with
you're
his
such a
family.
nice dad. And then like,
Yeah,
and then there's that bit where he's like, people don't deserve healthcare. They have to work for healthcare.
Yeah.
They don't deserve. They don't
Yeah,
deserve
but his
it."
wife
And
was
he's like-
crazy.
and he's like,
And
oh,
they made that
sorry, I
evident.
shouldn't have done
Insane. He's
that.
definitely off like 6 types of Zoloft.
She looked like Mel Streep
Yeah.
died, and then they just brought her back.
She was definitely on
She
like
looks like Maggie
benzos.
She's
Thatcher
like
with both
the Hillary
So-
Clinton with like the genetic upgrades.
Yeah, she's like Hillary
Genetic
Clinton's like
upgrades.
shitty second model.
Then there's like, then it goes to a primary debate with him and like
Hillary
John
Clinton,
McCain.
basically.
And,
I thought that was.
and, like,
I thought the
and
one thing.
Rudy
Sorry, go on.
Giuliani was fucking on
Yeah.
the side,
Yeah.
but no one be noticing. I was like,
Yeah,
look
that
at
was
him
weird
go.
actually.
He was
The
just
one
in
thing
there.
I will say is
Also-
that he was actually had very good debating skills. I think he was like quite.
Yeah,
a
I
good
think
debater.
he was very charismatic, like to an
That was a
extent.
bad
This is just
person.
this is just reviewing Mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitt as a
Yeah.
person.
Mitt as a person.
Is that
Just
not the point? Wait, what are we meant
as
to
a
be doing
human
right
being.
Oh,
We're talking
okay,
about
I'll
the
just give you an
documentary.
Just in case.
overview,
Well,
and y'all jump
like
in.
you can't really talk about the documentary without talking about Mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
That's, oh my
The
God, I'm
statement
Not
of
really.
a century.
None of it like they're
there.
separate. Like it's so focused around him and his personality.
It's just
Yeah.
a
done.
maelstrom
Yeah, that's the
of
point. It's
Mitt.
named after him, I think. But, you know, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mitt Romney themed mail strip show.
So today's big hot take is that the Mitt documentary features Mitt quite heavily. If you only take
Mitt
one
is
thing away
actually
from this
prevalent
episode-
in the Mitt documentary. Shock horror.
Yes.
So there's
No, but
like
they
a
get to
debate.
one
We've
bit
got a
and all
strong
his family
message
are
we
in
wanna
this
teach
hotel
our
room and they're
listeners.
like talking about doing debates or something. And then he's like,
Yeah.
the whole Gopher Village is here.
Well, and in that same scene, we have the most awkward straight hug you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Which one?
Where the two guys just lock, one of them's grimacing, and like then they just like they hold.
There's
for a little
no
bit
eye
too long,
contact.
and then they break
There's no eye
apart.
contact.
And they're like, let's just agree this did not happen. And
It's almost like
Yeah,
a,
but
But then
a
there was
harsh
one bit,
caress.
You were like, oh, he's really charismatic in the debate. But then John McCain makes some joke about him and the entire audience.
No,
like, the
no,
whole
it's like this.
studio
It's like this.
laughs at him.
No, 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 no,
stare.
no, no, no. Mitt Romney said, Mitt Romney says, this is like unironic. Obama is going to win the nomination, and he will run as a candidate of change. We need someone who up here who has done something to change. And then he goes, I've brought change to the private sector, and everyone
Yeah.
claps. And then John McCain's like, I believe you're the candidate of change, like kiss emoji, and like
Yeah.
everyone laughs. and,
Everyone
like,
laughs at him.
like a
like,
fucking
hysterically.
like Mitt Romney's not good at debating. He's just like sensible enough to like do a debate. He's not good at debating. He doesn't bring
I
that
thought
he was
to the
okay.
conversation.
Yeah, but there was
Like
that
he, like he can
bit.
debate, but like that doesn't mean he's good at debating. Like he just sits there, says
Yeah.
stuff. Like in the debate with
what
Obama.
else do you
we'll
do?
get-
Do you dance?
There was
No,
the
but
one
like-
prior
no,
to
but, like,
the one
he's
with
not good
Obama
at it.
where he
They
did
didn't
really
even
Like,
break
well.
does
the
it.
song.
Like
Well,
Obama's,
no, like, he won the-
Okay, I
Obama's better
just
won the
want
first
to
one.
him
Mitt
and Jordan
Romney.
Peterson look like they're cousins.
Obama's better at debating than Mitt Romney. Like
Yeah,
later
Yeah,
on,
but
when-
I think they made
when
that
Obama,
evident.
When Obama like owns him.
won.
Because he says
Oh.
Obama's the one that he's like really scared for, but because before that he's done quite well, but then he has the
Yeah.
one with Obama and he's like terrified.
No, I think it's really funny how he won the nomination, but he was so like ridiculed. And no,
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna quote his campaign manager. His campaign manager said, "I want to shoot him in the groin."
Yeah.
Hey, really?
And he was
I'm
like, when he
not
said that,
kidding.
he was like,
Like,
I was
that's
amazed he
so
told me
funny.
that. I
I've
want to
seen
shoot
the
him in the groin. It's like,
No,
that's
I
the way
swear
politics
that was
works.
No, that was his
Wait, I
campaign
s-
manager.
Who's campaign manager though?
Mitt Romney's.
I swear
About
that was
who?
McCain's campaign manager.
No, it was Mitt Romney's.
No,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I know.
because he really fucked up like
Yeah.
that bit, and everyone around him was like, oh,
No,
we know
I
he's made a
really,
mistake.
I really cannot get over it. I'm just
Groin.
flitting
groin?
through the film now, to try and talk about it in order, because I feel like we should try and talk about it in order. And I really can't get over just these random weird interview with
His son.
His son.
Those are
Yeah.
the best parts.
with his random weird interviews with his son, where
His
and like
son
it's
is
the
crying
camera's
on his
close
sample.
up and like his eyes are wide. It looks like he's on cocaine.
Yeah.
He looks like he's always
His
crying.
pupils are
Probably
like
was.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought in general the family dynamic, because like it would be like he'd have a massive debate where like he'd go out in front of everyone, and then like there'd be a massive thing, and he'd be like his family would be like, you did really well, and it's like, and he's like, you guys,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, his family would tell him you've won, and he'd be like, I
Yeah.
must have won because my family told you, like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you think.
No, it was so funny in the first debate when they're like, yeah, well done, Mitt, because he won, and then the second debate afterwards, which was not good at all for Mitt Romney, they came out and they were like, yeah, it was all right, you did okay. You had
Do you
some
remember
moments. It was
shortly
a
after that
draw."
scene where like Tag really, really aggressive, like they had that aggressive conversation about the Delta, like the Guardian
Yeah, the
airport,
fucking airport,
and
exactly. I know
Tag
I'm
was
right,
like,
I know
I
I'm
want a
right.
debate,
Yeah.
like really, really loud, like ooh, it's so
His-
internalized.
No, and
Tag
his
is the-
wife
Tag is
always
the
looks like
son,
she's on the
isn't it?
edge of spontaneous combustion.
Okay,
Remember when
so
they just send her to the ranch and she just goes, like does a
She's
bit
like,
with
yeah.
her
the
horse?
Yeah.
horse girl
Yeah.
moment.
Gross.
I was like, I did not know Mitt Romney's wife is a horse girl. I was dying.
Oh my god, yeah, that was so weird. Where they were like, she's got MS, and then they just pictured her like on a
Yeah.
horse. It was just really
Yeah.
weird.
And they were like,
We spent
what was the
like
thing
the
they
previous
said?
hour of the documentary, like wishing she was dead. When we found out she had MS, that was an awkward moment where we were like,
Yeah,
well,
we were watching it, and we were like, oh, I want her. I wish she was dead, like as a joke. And then they were like,
as a
she
joke.
has been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And we were just like, fuck.
Oh.
I was like, oh, good.
Oh no.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about the end, like the final scene where it just zooms in on his wife? I thought that was really weird.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like there was a brief shot of Mitt, and then it was just on his wife, and the closing shot was just like a close up of her face. I thought that was really odd.
If they
I
loved
think
you
she was
so
controlling
much,
it
why
that
did they
time.
call the
After the
documentary
first
Out?
Also, do you
Yeah,
see?
Heather. Wait, Heather.
So
go.
so after the first debate, they were like, "Oh yeah, I crushed Obama." Like we have so many examples of people that came
Yeah,
to us
yeah.
to help, and he literally says, "I talked to Papa John of Papa John."
Yeah. it was like we have so many examples. He was
He's
like,
like-
they had this guitar amplifier guy, and then Papa John, who were like, like I spoke to the Papa himself.
Yeah.
He told me his
When
When I
business would
spoke to
not be
Papa
sound.
of Papa John's Pizza,
Well, obviously Mitt would call him Papa because they're on first
Yeah.
name terms.
Also, not
they're
to
close
go,
personal friends.
there was a bit where I thought was so funny. It was really surreal. Like when he's in all the hotel rooms, it's really dark, and like they just started praying, and like everyone was really quiet. Everyone's phone went off, and they like
Yeah.
kept the scene. It was like, why would you keep that? Like, it was so weird.
Yeah, so
This,
okay,
this
okay.
is a
But there's a
documentary.
lot
This
of
is
the documentary.
it's not scripted.
Yeah, I know, but it was just funny.
You guys.
It's just funny. It's funny. It's meant
Also,
to be
there was a
funny.
bit
I
where-
know, but like
That was
they
a bit
had
where-
an opportunity to edit things out, and they
Yeah,
didn't.
they could have just cut that scene
So
by like
much of
2
it.
seconds and it
the
would have
reason
been
it's funny
fine.
is because it's like a documentary, yeah, but there's so many weird moments. Like the interviews with the son,
True.
and,
Yeah.
like, the mum having MS, and then it just cuts to her on a horse.
What is
And
weird
they're like,
moments,
my
bro.
horse has helped me. Also, there was a bit where he was in the
Yes.
hotel room, and like it's really like weird lighting because it's all like grey and dark, which obviously like is deliberate because it makes sense, or whatever. But like, there's
Okay,
the,
so-
he's just like, right,
Who is
can someone
clicking?
stop clicking?
Okay,
Yeah,
who
who
the
is
fuck's
clicking?
clicking?
Who is clicking?
But he's like, there's this big black box of like spaghetti with a plastic lid. He's fucking going to town.
Yeah.
He was
Oh my
not-
god, I remember that bit.
My
I was
brain
like-
is
Wife
really
just goes, "Get
serious.
something in your tummy."
She's like talking about his
Yeah.
integrity and his moral values, and he's just eating the
He's just-
spaghetti.
No, but it was
Yeah.
massive like shovels of spaghetti. I was like, go off, Mitt. Get something in your tum.
Tub.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we've diverted a bit, but essentially.
I'm gonna say the word fuck.
No. Let's try and do it in order. So
Done.
Mitt Romney loses the nomination to McCain. Then it cuts. Then like it's irrelevant because it doesn't show in the 2012 primaries. It then goes to the general election where Mitt Romney wins, and then there's this weird scene where it's like Mitt. Where like his wife starts crying because people say I support it, Mitt Romney, and then like,
Yeah.
and then she like fiddles with his
And
hair,
he
and she's
starts
like,
humming.
Yeah, she's like, your hair needs to be
yeah,
firm and crisp.
no, she's like, we're messing his hair. No, she's like, we're messing his hair up. And, like,
Yeah, I
starts,
thought
like-
that was
starts,
so
like, fucking-
weird.
And she starts like
Weird.
ruffling it. And
Like,
he's
what
just
did that show? Like, that she likes messing his hair up? Like, what does that signify?
It
So
helps
then-
with her MS, so please take some respect.
And then
Sure.
just like, and then just instantly, it just like when he like is the nominee, it just like shows like his so like the whole time it's like, you know, it shows him with his wife and his son. It's like, I just want what's best for America. You know, like Obama's just messing people's business up. He's just ruining people's lives. You know, he's a nice guy. Look at him. He's with his son, and then it just cuts to him being like, people rely on healthcare when they should
Yeah.
be working hard. People rely on social
Yeah, it's
security.
like-
They rely on the government to
Yeah,
help him with their
47%
They
of
put
America.
There was
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
scene though.
Own documentary.
And he was
There was
like,
one.
Oh, Mitt Romney
So-
was caught on tape making fun of 47% of Americans that don't pay income tax.
But like, it was his own documentary. He could have just
Yeah.
not put it in.
also,
And, like,
Yeah.
like he didn't. It's not like he made a mistake. Like he means that when he says it. Like
It's like-
he wants to take people off like
Hold on,
Medicare and
guys.
stuff.
I don't wanna be that guy. But what do you mean it was his own documentary? Why didn't he just take it out?
Yeah,
What, like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I
what
think
does
we
that
mean
mean?
because it's his own documentary, so he didn't
It's
have to put it
literally
in.
about him.
But it's not made.
Yeah, but
by
he
him,
wasn't making
right?
it.
yeah.
Like, it
No, I
wasn't.
think it.
It was made
No,
by him.
no, I don't think.
No, I
it was
don't
made
think
by
it
him.
was.
I don't
It was
think
made by
made
a,
by him if he was-
a third party.
Who
It
was
was made
behind
by a
the
third party.
But yeah, but like
Actually,
he
look at-
definitely had like final coverage. Like he could definitely approve
Okay,
and
also,
not approve
okay,
anything.
okay.
that went
I
in.
d- I don't think so. I don't think so.
No. Even if he could approve or not approve, the fact is he had to put it in there because during the 2012 presidential election, that was such a controversial moment for Romney because it showed
Yeah.
what he truly is. So he had to put it in, and the whole reason it was in there really was to provide an explanation for it. Like, oh, you know, sometimes you just say something and you don't mean it. When it's like,
Yeah.
you do mean it.
Wait, no, but
Um,
like in the very next scene, he just defended it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was like-
I think it was trying to kind of balance it out, like
It was
because
trying to, like, show
if
that,
you
like,
say it was
yeah.
trying to humanize him before, I think that was the thing that kind of
Also-
established that he is like a Republican and stuff.
Yeah.
I just pulled up like the page. I don't know why this is fucking really funny to me. Like it's all like this black screen with like the Mitt and text and everything, and it just says the real Mitt is revealed in this documentary, blah blah blah, starring Mitt Romney, and it's no one else. And in the picture, it's just him wearing a suit and like ironing it while he's wearing the suit. Like,
Yes, I remember that in the documentary. That was so strange.
That was
He's
when
like,
he
right,
irons
I've
so
got to
weird.
be like a normal person on
I was
camera.
gonna bring
What do
that up.
normal people do? They do ironing.
Yeah. I actually
oh,
paused
pressing
it
against
and
his
we like
wrist.
talked
God,
about
up
it.
and
Oh god,
down.
the camera
Also,
here. I can't.
constantly-
No, he's like, oh god, the camera. I can't get my slaves to iron my
Yeah.
suit. I better just iron it myself. Wait, do you do it when it's on you?
And
Like,
constantly, he
Yeah,
was
yes.
like, the Republican Party is a party of the populace, it's a party of the people. But he'd literally admit, he'd be like, but I'm rich, law. And like at the start, he was just
Yeah.
in a mansion, and he was like,
It's like, oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I own 3 venture capital firms. Like,
yeah.
No, and then he's laughing. He's like, "Oh,
absolutely
ask them about my elevators. It's for my wife with MS."
Yeah.
And, like, all of them laugh, and the wife is just there eating her like middle-aged mum yogurt.
I absolutely hate to be a Mitt Romney apologist, which is a complete lie because I love it. But he was not iron. He did. That's not. He did not genuinely think that's how ironing works.
I like to think he did. I like to think he just he was so straight to ironing.
No. I don't think he knew how to. I don't know
No,
because
he was.
I
late
think he
for his thing.
panicked
'Cause
and
he
was
just
like,
went in-
my
he
shirt
just went
needs to
into
be
the-
crisp.
No, he just
He had
went
a
into the
moment of
cupboard. He went
weakness.
into like the cupboard. He was like, I'm just gonna iron my suit. And they were like, why are you doing it when it's on you? And he was like,
Yeah.
and then just like.
Maybe he just didn't want to take it off
already put it
because
on,
to
yeah,
iron it
and
he
he
would have
was
had.
in a rush.
Maybe he didn't have any clothes to change
I
into,
don't
so he was
think-
like, I have to do
don't
it
think
while
Mitt
it's on
Romney
me.
Has done hard work in his life.
I very much doubt that Mitt Romney does not own multiple suits.
No, but maybe he just didn't have any at the time. So he like he was in a hotel, right? Maybe he only had one suit and he didn't want to just strip down in front of the camera and iron it in front of the camera, so he had to do it while it was on
There's a really
him.
funny moment where you see Mitt Romney in a bathrobe that I just think that we just need.
Yeah.
He was like, is he
That's
decent?
right.
It was like, is he decent? And his wife just stared at them.
It's
It's like,
like-
is he
and
decent?
his-
Hugh
yeah,
Hefner.
yeah,
She
he's
lacked
decent
out.
and his wife just stared at them for like ages, and then he's like, "I'm in a bathrobe, I'm coming out now."
Guys, I want to talk about the ironing some more. I want. This.
Is that steam coming out of it?
I like the precision that he ironed it as well. He was looking for all the creases, and
Yeah.
he would like, even if it was like on his like nipples, he would just go like ham with the iron.
He's like, Mitt, can you feel it? You're burning yourself. He's like, the suit needs to be crisp.
He's like, my skin is made of steel.
Okay, no. Here's the thing, though. The difficult part of ironing is not like laying your suit on the table. It's operating the iron, which he managed to do completely fine. Which is
Well,
why
was
I
it
do
a
not
wireless wireless iron or was it wired?
It was not a wireless iron. It was wired iron.
It was
Actually, no,
wired.
it was-
Who got Bluetooth irons?
Is that how irons work?
No, it's
I
not.
wonder how long the
so-
You need
cable
to plug
was.
those in.
Then
You get batteries.
No, it's like
no,
plugged into
they're doing
the
debate
hotel,
prep. They're
like
doing debate
underneath
prep.
the
and-
hotel bathroom mirror.
No,
They're
guys,
doing
just
debate
keep
prep.
speaking like as each of you are speaking. Just speak over each other. Just keep going.
They're doing
Ronan,
debate
It's
I'm
like
prep.
so
muting you.
people can play back the podcast and listen to a different person each time.
Just like mute certain people. You get a
No, that
different
should be an
like
option.
different story each time.
We should each project ourselves to a different harmony. and
No,
be like a
everyone
chord.
just speaks at the same time.
No,
and
no,
then,
we
like,
upload 6 separate YouTube videos.
and you can play them.
Yeah. Can we have one person that speaks at like dog frequency, so only dogs can hear them speaking?
Does anyone here speak dog?
Anyway, look, they're doing debate prep. They're sitting around in like their house or whatever, and then like they're like, oh, you know, just like focus. And then like he's like, no, because when I get intense, I look angry.
Yeah.
And then he like does like an impression of it, and it's like he just like he obviously like Mitt Romney never looks angry. He just looks like a blank slate. Of a
Yeah.
Just
human
like
being.
constipated.
Can we talk about
constantly.
this one period of sustained? Ronan pointed out it was like sustained eye contact between Mitt Romney and Obama, where they were kind of lovingly looking into each other's eyes when they were like
I didn't see
debating.
that.
They were kind of like
smiling
it was
at each
almost like
other.
it was like a friendly smile, like they like
No,
familiarity.
you're laughing,
really
but I found
unnerving,
a
actually.
Romney Obama fan fiction. Should we read
No.
it? Should we read it?
No.
No, we're not reading that.
Read it afterwards. Read it after this.
This can be the Patreon
Read it in your
episode.
private time, Naomi.
Okay, in my notes,
I-
I've just
like,
written
it's so
laughing
good.
table scene, but I've forgotten what that means. So just imagine that there's.
Oh,
something
when they were
about
listening to This American Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh that was so weird.
Oh my God.
That was so strange.
Like, you can just
It was
tell.
so forced. It was like someone had told them
Yeah.
laugh at
30
this point.
ounce bag
You can just
of
tell, yeah,
urine.
you can just tell that like someone was like, sir, you need to look more human. We're gonna pay you to try and laugh, and he goes, ha 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 ha.
He's like, ha 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 ha. Especially because their laughs aren't in sync. They're laughing at different points.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's one bit like so all the rest will laugh and then they'll stop and then the wife will just go ah like afterwards. It's like she missed her cue for the laughing.
Right.
It was like a
Weird
group of
same
people who
one.
did not speak English trying to work out where the punchline of the joke was.
There was that bit in the debate. Hang on, what was it? It was like
No,
like
you
where
got it
like
wrong.
where no he was doing the debate. No, the first debate where it was like where it was just like watching Mitt Romney say some like vague like we need to save the economy things, and then it would cut to this wide-eyed big-headed son, like the weird son who looks really big, just like this is going really well.
Yeah, his son
This
was
is going-
really close up
this is
in all
going
shots.
it's always close up to his son.
Like he
Like,
was crying
this
all the
is
time.
going really well. When is it gonna end? I'm just thinking, when's it gonna end? And then it ended. And then they're like, oh Mitt, well done. He's like narrowly won. And then like,
I don't-
and then like, and then there's that, and then he talks about his dad, and he's like, my dad won. Like, he came to America and made like a car company, and that's why he
Yes.
wants to be president. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
everyone's like, oh my god, that's actually so deep, and like just
Yeah.
start crying.
And slightly
I
before that
don't-
scene, where
Yeah.
he just holds up like the pencil drawing, and you can't quite make out what it was.
Yeah, he was like, these are my
But, like, can you
notes.
imagine if it was just like a badly drawn horse or something? Like, passing it around the room.
Also,
Take a look
something
at
else
this.
me and Ronan hypothesized is all the shots of his son are like really close up because his son's like 3 foot tall and he's insecure, so they didn't want a full body shot in case he got
No,
upset.
I don't know why,
that they
but I got the
actually
vibe
focus
that,
in
like,
on
crying.
his balls too.
I got the vibe
Like, that's
that
the
after
best
like
of him.
if you can imagine, like, after his, like, wife gave birth to his kids, he said, like, ah, yes, we've harvested our children this season. I don't know why, but this was like the thing he'd say. He'd be like, yes, they've been harvested.
Yeah, because
He'd
there's
be like, this will be
unhuman
brilliant
weird
for the
lizards.
economy.
yeah, he's like, no, like 9/11 would happen. He'd be like, oh, this is literally so bad for the economy. Okay, so then after that, we get the bit where like she has MS, and then it's just like her tending the
On the
horse. And she's
horse.
like, I love Mitt,
She's on
and
the
then it's just
ranch.
like,
No, she's
and then it's just like,
I'm
oh.
so depressed.
I think
when
that-
on the campaign trail.
It felt like she'd be written out.
Take
Like
his
she'd
rod
been
off and
written out
chill.
of the story.
Like,
I
love
think the
you.
segment with the
Yeah.
horse would have been so much better if it was like musical, like if they'd attached some kind of like southern
No, I
like
want a
country
musical
to that
montage of her, like, riding into the sunset.
Yeah,
with Mitt,
exactly.
like, over her shoulder.
with like loads of jump cuts. I think that would be really
Should have
nice.
won
And
a
then you just have
cowboy
like
hat.
end credits.
Yeah, exactly.
there. She's riding off into the sunset and the film ends.
Yeah, it's just like Brokeback
She rides
Mountain.
off with like Mitt by her side in a little sidecar.
Yes.
And they're like
Yeah.
romantic music playing.
I think the horse should have had more of a say, personally. They didn't
Yeah, the
interview the
horse
horse.
carried
Yeah,
the
I want to know
campaign.
what the horse thinks of Mitt, really.
Yeah.
So
Did
then
the horse
after
vote
that,
blue?
okay, you know what? I'm rewatching the ironing scene right now.
I'm sorry. I just saw the
Back
notification
to
pop up. Archive of our own, and it's called A Political Affair. I don't even want to look at
That's
this
the
shirt.
fanfiction. Please, can we read
Oh,
it?
Wait, can I say-
God.
I'm not gonna go into
Okay, wait,
details.
shush,
I'll read
shush,
it,
shush,
I'll
shush,
read
shush,
it,
shush.
please.
I'm watching the ironing
This
scene.
is so
Should I play it out
funny.
loud? Should I play it out loud? Should I
Oh,
play it out
no,
loud?
don't.
Yeah.
No,
Should I-
no.
Okay.
The audio would be really awful.
Okay, shush, shush, shush.
Oh, yeah,
everyone just actually
true.
watch it. I'm trying to iron something here, so... And then he walks into the bathroom. See, the cuff, this is a new shirt. So the cover's all funny, so, Wait, well, that fits you great. Someone says, so I'm trying to... I should have done this before I put it on, of course. Okay, so he does it. Are you gonna iron on you? Seriously? Of course. And then everyone's like, oh my god, look at him, this is crazy. This
He's
this
like,
may not
I
end
don't
well.
feel
Like,
anymore.
all his family are like, oh my god, Mitt, be careful. As he puts an iron. Like, also then does not uncrease it either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at it now.
He's just like, I'm sorry, my skin sack needed healing.
Yeah. He's like, no, I don't care about the suit. This is
he's
for my
like-
skin.
No, he's like just like ironing his skin. Like these human bodies are so hard to move around in.
I'll have to get it
Yes,
replaced
yes.
soon.
Then there's the dinner laughing scene, and they're all sitting around like awkwardly laughing.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Like they're like, everyone laugh at the
This is
camera.
disgusting.
And then okay, and then it's the second debate, and he's like really nervous to go on, and his wife does the really awkward hug, where she like
Oh yeah. It's so strange, and it's like you can tell she's trying to make it
I
look
just
kind
watched
of real.
I just watched it. Oh my god, Heather, this is a picture you need to put on the screen
Oh my
for this
God.
moment. It's so weird. And then he goes onto stage and has the second Obama debate, where he just like focuses on this really dumb point about like President Obama took 8 days to call it a terrorist attack, and
Yeah.
then she's like, actually he took 1 day, and then everyone's like owned, and then like
Who is Candy? I'm so confused. They're always like, oh my god, Candy decides the presidency. Candy. I was like, oh my god.
I thought it was like a
Candy.
euphemism.
Yeah, same. But it's a woman that like runs the debates. I'm done.
okay,
No, and there's that one scene, and they're all like sitting in their little kitchen, and they all look like the same person, but it's like copied and pasted. And, like,
yeah, no, they all
Literally.
that's what I mean. All the family look exactly the same. I can't tell who's a brother and who's like a dad and who's like
If
a
only there
son.
was some way to explain.
Yes, it's because
like,
No,
Yeah.
but like they.
It does fit the Mormon stereotype
similar.
very well.
No, not just
Yeah.
similar. Like, obviously, I
Does.
can see who Mitt is. I can see who the wife is. But then all the children. I don't know how many children there
But
are.
what if they were
know
all
what
the
really
same? What if
fucking
they like
nerves
ran out
me
of children, so they just JPEG'd more children in, like, just to fill it out?
But you know what really
No,
like,
because I-
weirds me out, like makes me uncomfortable, is how like some of their children look like, and this is fucking weird, how like they have like Mitt's eyes, but then the mum's nose. That's really weird. Like, it looks like a mixture of the two people. That I don't like that. That I don't trust that family.
I
Because
don't
No,
like
it
how
creeps me
sparkly his son's eyes though. Like I already pointed it out, but they're so sparkly. Like they don't look real. They look like they're glass. Like, do you think maybe his son's blind and he has glass eyes and they didn't want to comment on it because they thought it would be like offensive? Because his eyes are so sparkly, like to the point where it looks like
think
they've
he
either
polishes them every
edited
day?
them like to make them look more sparkly, or they're just not real eyes. I want to know
Just
which
like
one
that
it is.
request,
Every day I
like,
wake
can
up
you
and a
edit
bit glitter in my eyes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Today I've turned the brightness and saturation up for my eyes.
Yeah.
100%.
So then there's a scene where he like comes out and not comes out. He comes out with the debate, and then like
We wish.
and like the mood is very different, and like his family are like, oh no, you did well done.
Yeah.
it was all right."
Yeah.
And they're
It's
like,
so
One's
evident.
vehement about it. She's like, "Oh yes, you will win. And then Mitt's there like, maybe not. She's like, "No, you will." And she's just like,
Yeah, that was like a Lady
"Please,
Macbeth
bro."
moment where he was like, no,
Yeah.
you're going to win.
She is Lady Macbeth.
no, she Loki is as well.
we
She
should,
Yeah.
literally is.
guys, we should kill her.
Yeah, like I'm not to be controversial. I just think we should kill her for the sake of
I'm
Mitt.
joking, but like I'm serious at the same time, right?
You're
should kill her, right?
joking.
I mean, I think the MS will do that first.
Yeah.
I think it's what Mitt would want.
If you just
Godspeed,
wait around.
I just think for Mitt's sake.
Yeah.
Mitt
I just
deserves
think-
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm fully on board the Mitt train. Like, Mittmantum, the locomotive, like
I'm
all of it. I'm
riding
just
the Mitt.
on board. I'm on board completely.
Riding
The
Mitt
locomotive
Express.
has one stop. Victory. But and so then like he comes out and like, and we're like 37% Obama won, 30% Dad won, 33% tied, and then they're like, oh, so they both did well. It's like, no, Obama won.
Yeah, and they're like,
dipshit.
you did so well, and he's just like, no, I didn't.
It's like,
He's just like,
it's
no.
7%. It's like
Was I the only one that
only
didn't understand?
3 million more people. No, it's nothing.
It's like, you won the popular vote, and he was like, he couldn't complain about the electoral college. There was a look in his face. He was like, oh, I should have won, but he couldn't because like
No.
he's Republican.
Okay,
Can we
wait.
talk about like that like whole Rose Garden like terrorist attack thing? Because I did not understand what was going on there. Like. in
Okay,
that
so
debate.
apparent-
Like,
so,
what was he talking about?
Okay, so the controversy was Benghazi. Okay, innocent people were
Right,
killed.
who's Benghazi?
I no
Terrorist group,
fucking clue.
I think.
Clue. Someone.
I'm just joking.
No.
Benghazi.
I don't know who Benghazi is. This is all. No, this is a massive thing. So like Republicans, like MAGA people, hate Obama, and they always cite and Hillary Clinton. They always cite Benghazi as a reason. So I don't know what it is.
Isn't Benghazi?
Oh, it's a attack. It was an
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Give us some background, Eden.
Oh, okay. Cool. There was a terrorist attack.
It's in Libya.
Oh,
The city.
yeah, it's a city in Libya, and there was a terrorist attack in it on 2 military bases in the city in Libya, and
Isn't Libya now like a failed state?
It was. Oh,
like
it was.
Obama did?
It was September 11th,
Yeah.
2012.
yeah,
2012.
yeah, yeah. It was like on the anniversary. It was
9/11 2.0.
Oh right. Okay.
symbolic. Yeah,
Okay, because then Mitt Romney tried to basically Obama came out the next day in the Rose Garden, did a speech where he was like, it was a terrorist attack, and then Mitt Romney tried to be like, Obama did commit
Yeah.
a terrorist attack, and then
He
Obama
tried to
was
say
like,
he
actually, I
delayed
did.
it.
And then that woman was like, he did actually, and then the audience was like, oh my god, look at Mitt Romney just got owned.
Yeah, and
And,
the
like-
woman was like really funny about it. So she was like sympathetic. She was like, "No, he did say that." To be fair, it's like, "No, he didn't." It's like, child.
Then there was
That
this.
woman looked as if someone had put her in Microsoft Word and just stretched her. I don't know. Just-
That's Candy. That's my queen Candy.
Then there was this like bizarre scene after the debate where the son tried to beat Mitt Romney
Yeah.
in like an airport having food, and like it's like no, I'll debate you, and Mitt was like, I know I'm right,
Yeah,
right,
stop
and then
clicking.
and the wife was like, "Hey, can you stop typing?
Eden, I will end you.
And then,
I will end you.
and then the wife is like, he's gonna be right, he's gonna be right, don't even try and
Yeah.
Yeah. The wife was the weirdest person in the family, I thought. She was even weirder than Mitt. Like, the whole way through,
no, she's
I
a freak.
She's, like, insane. Like, I feel like Mitt is, like, a corpse, and she's guiding him with,
No,
like,
she literally
strings.
looks like she escaped from like Alcatraz.
Literally.
She swam with the sharks to get back to Mitt and
She
like
looks
run
like
his little
the
presidential
nurse
campaign.
from like One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest. Like
Yeah,
looks like
literally.
that.
No,
or,
yeah,
or,
Nurse
like,
Ratched, Nurse
in
Ratched.
Misery. She's, like, Kathy Bates in Misery.
No, literally.
Yeah.
She's like dead and she just pulls on someone's skin suit.
Yeah.
She's like a
Sabine
little
from
lizard
Doctor Who.
person.
And then the plane door opens, and they go, oh my
my
god,
God.
Mitt, look, and there's like 100, 200 people out there like Mitt.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
like, look at
oh
that.
my
Look at the
god.
car park garage. It's like, it's just a car
no,
park.
not that,
Yeah.
not that bit yet, not that
Oh,
bit.
right,
I'm talking when
sorry.
he's getting off the plane, and the camera's like on the crowd, and then like Mitt and his freak wife just walk out, and they're like, Mitt, we want Mitt. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, get a fucking life. What are you looking for in this guy? He's so dull.
Yeah, when they're all standing in the, like, multi-story, and then
Like, I don't
Mitt
know,
just looks bemused.
It's
Mitt
really
just
weird.
looks like he's not there.
I don't know, because the 2012 presidential election, if you know, because I know some things about it. Mitt Romney was not like a populist. But this documentary sort of tries
Yeah,
to, like,
it does make out like
portray
he's a
him
lot
as
more popular than he was.
Like Donald Trump was the kind of person that people would stand outside and go Trump, Trump, Trump.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah.
But
Mitt Romney.
didn't
They're
Mitt
paid
Romney do better than
actors.
Trump? Didn't Mitt Romney like proportionally do better than Trump in the like just the election that just happened? Didn't Mitt Romney do better in the 2012 than Trump did in this one?
Let
No,
me
'cause
look
he
up the
broke-
results.
he broke,
I'm gonna type for a sec. I'm afraid.
Reckon. Oh, do you mean proportionally or like number of votes?
Yeah,
I don't want to
proportionally.
get
Oh,
too
okay.
politically on Maine, but I would have voted for Mitt Romney. I think.
Honestly, me
what I would
too.
do if he cared, Benji, sit down, and he offered me a big tub of spaghetti and said, "Have it. You need to get some before you vote. You need to
Have a
put something in your
little
tummy," and it's just fucking undecided from that.
I think
Um,
I'm not sure if this group chat is ready for this conversation yet, but Mitt Romney has the biggest protagonist energy of anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
And
He's
he
got
has
main
such a
character
nice
syndrome.
jawline. Like,
Like,
not
yeah,
to be
yeah.
controversial.
Ethereal about
Have
him.
you watched Walter
Like, he
Mitt
just
Romney's
seems
not
out of
even
place.
ugly. Okay, like I
No,
know
he's
a
like
Republican.
kind of hot. Like,
I know
not
he's
to
a
be
Republican.
controversial.
I know he's a Republican. I'll get on my knees for Mitt Romney. I know he's a Republican. You know, you have to apparently you have to hate all Republicans. He just seems like a nice guy. Yes.
Yeah, he's
okay,
just
he
Mitt.
wants to
Like, he's not
completely
Mitt Romney, he's
privatize-
just
yes,
Mitt.
He wants to completely privatize the public sector and hates anyone who's poorer than him. But
But apart from that, he's really
he cares
nice.
about
like-
To be
small
fair,
businesses.
to be fair to
he calls
Mitt,
like
like,
small businesses.
guys, I hate to be a Mitt apologist here, but to be fair to Mitt, he for some reason genuinely thinks that would be a good thing. He was like, the one biggest problem with America today is the fact that big government is like he's just like a classical libertarian who for some reason
Yeah.
thinks like it would be helpful
Yeah.
to like strip all social services.
I mean, I don't know if you're being ironic or not, but Mitt
being a
Romney
little
is
bit
bought
stupid.
out.
He's like making fun
Mitt
of people
Romney
that don't
is-
pay income tax.
Mitt
Like,
Romney
we should get rid of
is-
income
Yeah,
tax.
Mitt Romney is bought out by like every corporation that there is. He's a Republican.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
Papa
no,
John.
I'm
Wait, he's a
against that,
venture.
Vinny,
He owns
idiots.
venture capital firms. Like half the he's like
at the
paying
same time,
himself.
if I was a large corporation,
Yeah.
I would donate money to Mitt Romney
Yeah,
because
I mean,
I would
Yeah.
buy
Like a
Mitt
nice
Romney
guy.
a cake if I was a large corporation.
big
I
bowl
would
of
buy him a
spaghetti.
big cake with
Okay,
Mitt written
2012.
on it.
Okay,
Flowers.
no. This is actually quite important. So
Or
this
buy
is
his
like
wife a horse.
this. I don't know. This maybe this is about Obama more than Romney. But in the 2012 election, Obama did worse than he did in 2008, and Mitt Romney got quite a significant
Yeah,
more
yeah,
votes.
and
Well, I
Ro-
think
Mitt
it was
Romney
more votes
proportionally did
than
better this year,
John
Trump.
McCain.
He-
Proportionally, no.
No, he did. I think. Hold on, let me look it up.
I think that was the
No,
drone
he got the
strikes.
same vote share as Trump. In
Oh
2020,
yeah, yeah, I
and,
knew you were.
and he got less states.
Sorry,
but-
lol. Misinformation.
But no, it's okay. But like what? But like, so the fact that Obama lost votes in 2012, I mean, that probably says more about Obama. The fact that the turnout was lower because he probably didn't get as many people as he got in 2008 because he sort of proved that he wasn't the progressive,
Yeah.
you know.
He was
He
just
didn't
doing
follow
it
through.
Something about the
yeah,
drone
bisexual.
strikes.
just to go back to
Yeah.
Mitt really
Yeah.
quickly. I
Oh no
feel
no
like,
Stay on Mitt for as long as you want.
No, well, exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. I feel like, and I don't want to like attack any of you guys here. That's not my intention. But I do feel that you're just mad. I mean, I'm gonna say you're mad.
I'm not mad.
that
I said I thought
Mitt
he was
pulled
hot.
himself up by his bootstraps, and you guys just can't. So,
Look, I
like,
think what's important is like sometimes like Mitt Romney got inherited his business from his dad, and at the end of the day, you can do that too. If you're like mad at Mitt Romney,
You could also
for
inherit Mitt
hating-
Romney's dad's business.
Yeah, if you're mad at Mitt Romney for hating poor
Yeah.
people, you should just inherit his dad's business. Like
I
he
just
did,
think
and
I just
stop
think he
being
has
so
a
mad.
really nice smile. Like I just think yeah, he's a Republican. Yeah, he's kind of evil, but he just has a really comforting smile. And that
so
little
really,
montage
for
of
me,
him,
It's about even.
I just feel like he's a nice guy. He's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Him and Chris
Mitt
Cuomo.
Romney
I
oozes-
think lead me
oh,
round on a
don't
little
talk
like
What needs to
about
juggling.
happen is
Cuomo
he
on
needs
this
to, on the
podcast.
ending when his wife zones away, what happens is he needs to walk away with his wife and say, look, we need to do something proper with our lives. And he just fucking
I
sits
think he
down,
needs to dip Anne.
gets a loan
I
out,
think-
and he opens up a spaghetti restaurant. That's what we're going for.
With help
Opens
from
a
Papa
With
John.
him and Papa John's. Yeah.
That would be a
Then-
dream.
I think
Him
if
and
he
Mr.
ditched
John.
Anne, he would be a
Yeah,
leftist.
I think
Yeah,
he
he'd
should
be
leave his wife
comrade.
and marry me.
You're like,
Yeah,
come on.
and me.
Amen
See
to
how
that
we
one,
do
Come
bro.
this.
Romney.
Yeah.
Then there's an
Mahara.
under chin shot of where like it's like a shot of him under
Trigger
like
warning.
like trigger warning Mitt Romney's under his chin where someone goes thank you for caring about my dad's business, and he's like, you're welcome. And then that's it. Then it cuts to him ordering food from like McDonald's or something.
There
Yeah.
were some
Then-
bizarre shots that looked like he was about to be part of a prank show. And, like, someone was
Yeah.
like,
About
God,
to
Someone's
get
gonna walk in,
water
and be like, the
dumped on
camera's
him.
over there, Mitt, and he's like, oh my god, you guys.
Then
Yeah, there was a hidden camera shot, which I thought was really odd because it was really misplaced. Like they could have just had a normal camera, but they decided to have like this hidden camera behind like a vase.
Then-
So
No,
half
that
the
was
shot
the
was
leaked
obscured.
clip, Daisy, that was the leaked clip of him
Yeah.
like
Oh.
making fun of
I
people.
remember
Oh,
him
I
saying that
thought
when
it
we
was
were
just-
watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
See, I still didn't take it in. I still believe that it was unnecessary.
believer.
I mean-
My favourite scene of all is they get on this like private jet and he's like, oh my god, they shut the city down for me. And then like
Yeah.
lands, and then he
And he's
loses
like,
to
and
Obama,
he got,
like,
he landed, and they were like,
instantly.
that's the kind of thing they do for a president. And I'm like, no, it's a fucking plane landing. Like,
He said, and I quote, again to get Mitt Romney apologist on Maine, he said, king for a day, or queen for a day, or something like that.
No,
No, king
Like,
for a day.
his entire thing was very like, I'm never gonna win, which
No,
I found weird.
no,
but
Yeah.
also
No,
very
but
He
I said
knew.
this, I
I
said
can't
this to
even lie.
some of you. I said this to some of you a couple of days ago. But what's funny about this documentary? Not funny, interesting. What makes it? I suppose you could say what makes it a bad documentary, what makes it a good documentary. But
Like how non-committal that was.
no, but
It's a documentary.
Well,
we
it
know
definitely
that.
makes it a
Could be a
documentary.
good documentary, could be a bad documentary.
All we know
yeah,
at present is that it is
It
indeed
makes
a
it
documentary.
something.
What makes it a good documentary or makes it a bad documentary? I don't know. It depends on where you fall. It's the fact that you
Go
know
on.
the whole time that he's gonna lose, not because you just know
Yeah.
history, but because he's such
Yeah.
a fucking loser that like he never wins.
Oh, it does that.
He
Wait, doesn't
never
it?
wins. He's
How
so,
would Mitt
and, like,
feel?
Isn't
and,
that
like, when
scene,
he,
like-
the one time he did well
5
in the
minutes
debate
in.
in the debate against Obama, everyone's like, "Oh my God, Mitt, you did marginally okay. Oh, we're so proud of you," because obviously that's such a big thing of his life.
I
is
thought they
just, like,
hyped him
not
up relatively
losing.
well. I have to say, like, I get the whole
Yeah.
point that he obviously can lose, but I thought like when he was actually coming up to the like nomination, I thought he did quite well then.
Yeah, when he won the nomination, because like
Like, I got the
like, he's-
vibe.
yeah, because all the Republicans are gonna.
No, but, like,
support
leading
him.
up
No,
to
but I
it as
think
well,
like the
like,
fact that
they-
they chose to like make the doc on him and like not Obama or anyone else is like they thought he was gonna win.
No, they didn't.
Are you sure?
No, it was
they didn't.
released in
No, they didn't.
2014.
It's like, I don't
Romney-
think they put that much
the whole
energy and
point- no,
effort
Heather, the
She
whole
made
point
it
of
in
Romney-
2006.
No. It was filmed from 2006 to 2012.
Yeah.
The whole
Obama
point.
wasn't, like,
The whole
president.
point of it's not like no, it's not that. What Heather means is like from 2012. The whole point of the reason what's what I mean why it's such a funny documentary is because it only focuses on Mitt Romney, who not only was a loser, but everyone knew he was a loser. No one thought he was going to beat Obama. It was
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's
really
quite
funny.
strange
The 2012
conceptually.
presidential
It's like, why did they
election-
make
the 20
this?
2012 presidential election was an Obama re-election campaign. It was basically a referendum on Obama, and Obama was going to win. He wasn't as cool as he was in 2008. He didn't have the same progressive
Charisma.
force. Progressive force he had in
But,
2008
like-
that made him win. But in 2012, like if you're putting up Mitt Romney against Obama, like
Yeah.
But, like, the
obviously Mitt Romney's going to
documentary
lose.
started filming in 2006, and like they were going for 2008. The Romney family for ages was like, we're never gonna run again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and then-
Yeah,
Like,
his
in
wife.
2012.
And, they were,
And then
yeah.
and then they did it. But like
And
I
then they
suppose
just
Mitt
cut
Romney
to
has a right.
2012.
Mitt Romney running in the 2012 Republican primaries was inevitable because in 2008 he said, and this is in the documentary, he said like, if McCain goes up against Obama, he'll never win because you need a candidate of change. Now, obviously Mitt Romney is not a candidate of change, but the fact that he says that
Actually,
then means
Vinnie,
that.
And that's what
he
Trump
brought
wants.
change in the private sector.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and he brought
Yeah, he
change in
did.
Massachusetts, and he'll bring change for America. End my
Just
time.
I'm gonna come out and say in 2024 Mitt Romney will be the Democratic nominee. But I bet
Yeah.
Democrats will look at the results of the 2020 election, which yes they won, but by nowhere near the amount that they were going to. Like lost seats in the House, didn't gain back the Senate, and they're gonna think we need Mitt Romney. They're gonna be like
What we need here is
we
someone
need
who's
Mitt.
never won an election in his life.
And if Mitt Romney's the Democratic nominee, who the fuck is gonna be the Republican?
I cannot
nominee?
wait for Mitt to become a Democrat so I can be like, oh, I hate Mitt, but then secretly support him. That's gonna be
Yeah.
really gonna make
Oh,
the
that's
entire decade for
repulsive.
me.
Mitt
Hashtag
Romney
settle
is
for
like-
Mitt.
Mitt Romney,
Getting
like-
people on Maine right now.
Mitt Romney, like everyone's like, oh my god, he's like a progressive Republican, but he he doesn't believe in gay marriage. He doesn't believe in like abortion. How
Oh
can
no,
you
he
be a
doesn't
Democrat
not
after
believe
this?
in gay marriage. He believes in it. He just doesn't
Well,
associate
no,
with
no,
it.
no,
He's
no,
like,
no, no,
John
no. I
McCain
looked it
changed
up.
my
I looked it
stance.
up.
John McCain
No, I
changed my
looked it up.
stance.
I
Me
looked it
too,
up.
'cause I
His
was
views are-
concerned.
No,
I was like, will Mitt not like me now?
Well, no, to be fair, John McCain also changed my stance. 'Cause I used to not
changing
believe in it.
McCain.
But like I looked it up. Mitt Romney actually does. Okay, he doesn't support abortion. He's pro-life, but
Didn't we know
But-
that though? Like, come on.
no, he's
I mean,
pro-life.
for
Yeah,
a conservative.
Oh,
I mean,
Mitch.
you know, but he is like a. But he's not. He wouldn't repeal a Roe v. Wade. He's anti-gay marriage, but he wouldn't repeal gay marriage. But like, what do you expect? He's like
Yeah.
a hardcore Mormon.
Th-
No offense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's fairly liberal for a
Yeah.
Mormon.
Literally a doormat.
Yeah.
No, have you
Yeah.
ever watched Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
He
He
reminds me
looks
of
so
him
much like
so
yeah.
much.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
name
yeah,
is
yeah.
Mitt and Mitty. I'm sorry.
I love it. We should
He's got a
get.
point.
Actually, now that you say it, because I was thinking I was gonna say this later, but like, if they made a biopic, like George Clooney would 100% play Mitt. But
Yeah.
now I think
So
Ben
good.
Stiller from The Secret Life of Walter Mitty would, because actually
Ben
they
Stiller
both
is
look very
Romney.
similar. Yeah, because he plays Secret. What's his name?
Walter
Anderson
Mitty.
is Mitt
Yeah,
Romney's
he plays
wife.
Walter in
Mm.
Walter Mitty, and like actually they look so similar in those two movies. That's crazy. I didn't even make that link.
There's okay, so in the documentary then he's on a plane and there's this like once again just like quite a bizarre scene because Paul Ryan, who was
He's like with all the youthful
just-
charm of someone trying to be like 20 years younger than they really are.
with like what like how old is he like what is he like 45 and he's like oh,
He's like, "What's
young,
up, guys?"
and he's like oh my god Mitt oh hi like for some reason you'd think he was in more scenes because he's Mitt Romney's running mate but he's not and then he just comes in the plane he's like yeah I saw Joe Biden leaving and he's like yeah
Yeah.
and then like I was like oh good to see the shouting out Joe and then like and then like and then
Oh,
like
to get-
the plane
I'm gonna get Mitt Romney
lands.
apologist again on Maine. Because actually, when he said that, it was because the or Obama campaign or something was like saying, "Oh, they're
Yeah,
desperate
Ronan, I know
'cause
why
they're
it
in
was.
Cleveland." Okay, well, I just feel like you weren't giving Mitt a fair shot there. I just
I-
feel like for the
I'm-
sake
I-
of
I've had
balance-
giving
enough
Mitt a
of you,
fair
Ronan.
shot. I've donated all of my I've donated as many funds as I can.
I've given
To
my
Mitt Romney
firstborn
I'm
child
every year
to the
I
altar of
donate
Romney.
half of my wealth to Mitt
He
Romney's
donated
2012
every single
presidential
one of his
campaign.
horses.
Yeah, I know.
You give him that cake.
It's it's 2020. I still donate money to Mitt Romney's 2012 presidential campaign because in some alternate universe, he's
Every
won
single
and the
time
world
I
is
have a
saved.
child, I take it out the womb and I say, I
take it
offer
out
him
the
like, Mitt, take this flesh
Take
and
this
make
Forcibly
it grow.
remove it from the
Every time I have a kid, I
I rip
always
it out
make
the
sure
womb.
to name them Mitt Romney as their first name.
I like how make sure implies that you might forget.
Yeah. Guys, can we just talk for one moment about how well Mitt has aged? Because he's
I
like
know.
fairly
He has
old,
done quite well for himself,
and
yeah.
he does not look his age
No, wait, Mitt is not that
whatsoever.
old. Give me a sec.
He's like 70.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. Okay, wait, Mumsy's not.
Can we talk about Chris Wallace as well? Because he had a massive.
He's
Oh my God.
73.
Yeah.
He looked
Oh my
terrible in
God.
that documentary.
No,
He
I
looks
found
really
Mitt
good
Romney
now.
leggings. I found Mitt Romney leggings.
Oh.
Wait, let me send it to
What does that mean?
Can we put these?
Leggings
Can we
with
put?
Mitt Romney on it.
Can we? Can
That's
we put,
amazing.
I'll put it on screen.
No, can Mitt Romney leggings be the thumbnail of the episode?
Yeah, okay, wait, I'll show you. Everyone
that
go
like
and
his
chat and look
face
at
on
Mitt Romney
leggings?
leggings.
Wait. I think I can
To
do one
avoid,
better.
Like, the dead air. Shall I read David Hurlich's review of Mitt, who's like the lead
Yeah.
writer for IndieWire? or
Oh yeah, that was really funny.
Oh my god,
Mitt
no.
Romney jockstrap.
Can we please buy this?
Oh no!
Y'all walk into my room and you see me wearing the Mitt Romney jockstrap. What y'all gonna do?
Someone describe that out loud.
We'll put all these images out on screen, but there's Mitt Thongy.
Funny.
He looks a lot like Reagan as well. I feel like
Yeah.
for many conservatives, he like hit
Oh,
that
yeah.
Reagan itch in terms of like physical appearance.
I
They
can't
got the
lie,
same
he looks
haircut and
quite a lot
everything.
like if like there's a film about like whether like the US is under attack or something. He looks quite like just like the president that would be in a film. He'd be the kind of guy that'd be like,
president
no,
would
the
be in a
aliens
film."
aren't gonna come. They're not real. And like after
Okay.
Actually, you know what? He has like that weird like film. Like he looks like he's from a movie. Him and that son.
He is a
who's always
protagonist.
crying look like they're
It
actors.
looks like an oil mogul from.
from Cars, I don't know. He's like, if he was a car,
Oh,
he'd
you
be
know
in
in the
Cars.
Muppets movie with Rex Richmond or whatever his name is? Richmond. Like there's oil under these flora.
Yeah.
It's just Mitt Romney.
The was like, we gotta stop this Republican.
Okay,
I can't do
okay,
it.
it's for the rest of the
Obama was
documentary.
Kermit the Frog.
For the rest of the documentary, it's just fucking
Let me
depressing.
be clear.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
God.
him like wallowing in his
It's
own
just
pity.
it's just depressing because he's just sitting in there and they're like, sir, you might win Ohio. He's like, oh wait,
Oh
he
yeah,
was on
can we talk about this
Ohio.
final scene?
Yeah.
Not the final scene, but
Not
the
the
final
final scene,
scene
but
where they're
yeah,
in
yeah.
the room and like they're losing, and it like starts to get really weirdly like The Office. Like, is that just me?
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
they
at
did like
point-
these shots,
yeah,
especially.
Yeah, no, my brother walked in and asked if I was watching The Office.
Like he starts like,
Like,
he literally
unironically.
sounds like he's Michael Scott. Like at certain
Yeah.
points, like he really careens into like Michael Scott territory. And then there's that one shot, and Daisy pointed this out. It's really funny of like his Hispanic son. I can't remember what his name was, but he was the one that was speaking Spanish at one of the rallies, and I thought that was weird. But like he just had like a baby on his lap, and it looked like he was talking to him, and it was like as if like he was his advisor, like holding up to his ear, like, what do you think, baby?
Is the baby Mitt Romney's advisor?
I think you should wait until Ohio is called.
So the baby opens
No, like,
his mouth
what do
and
you
is like,
think, Tim?
Good boy. And the baby's crying. He's like, please stop. I've done as much as I
No,
can.
and
She's
he's
like,
like holding it up like Simba in the lion.
he's
Like, he's
And
gonna
then,
be
like,
like, Daddy,
prophetic
you
to
told us you'd win the
Darwin's
election.
blood
She's
vessels
like, I know, I
and
tried. I'm sorry.
He's
She's
just
like,
like, he's just like, Mitt, I thought that was a terrible strategic decision.
The daughter's crying and I'm like,
You
why the
failed,
fuck
you.
does she care? She doesn't know
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on. She's like 6. Okay, and then like it just like he's like just got to a crowd and he's like, yeah, shame in it. And they were like, yeah. And then like
and I
and
quote, it's a shame, innit?
then, and then like and then
Yeah, it's a shame, innit?
and then him and his wife arrive home and they like hug the driver and then just leave and then he just
Yeah,
goes,
and
And it was
then
really
there's the
funny. It
weird
was like,
shot.
there was the one bit who was like, I'm sorry, I can't get a car with a Secret Service tomorrow. Like, I just can't do it. And it was like, why? They're offering you a lift. Mate, just take the lift. And he was like, no, I need to drive for my dignity. And I was like, why?
Mitt Romney president 2008. Okay. Okay.
Fan fiction.
I have some fan fiction. I have some fan
I'm not
fiction
reading
to
that.
read.
I've literally read it.
No,
It's
I'll.
like-
Please do.
No,
I will read it.
Is it
I will read
obscene?
it.
No,
Like,
no, no,
how
no, no,
obscene
no.
is it?
Listen.
No.
I've found one online. I found a
I
longer
just think
one
it
online.
hurts to see other people live out your dreams.
I think
so
we
I
I'm not
really
reading
wanna
that.
hear the fan fiction.
No, I think we
Is
need
it
to...
is it self-insert?
Please, can I read it? Can I
Okay,
please
Okay,
read
no,
it?
no. Can
If
I
it's
found one
self-insert, I
online.
can deal with it.
Okay, Eden, you go first.
Wait, is this the one? Did you just send it or like?
No, I
Is
found
this
one
the other one?
online. I found a really funny one online. Okay, I'm just waiting
What
for
is
my
it?
time.
Okay, right. So I'm just gonna read the one Heather sent.
Oh
The
no,
president's-
that's like a scene.
Oh, should we?
How long is it? Because don't read all of it. It's like
No,
10
read like the
minutes long.
second chapter.
Read the
that's
little
where it gets
segment
juicy.
that you
Oh,
said.
read
Yeah,
the.
read the segment that you sent.
Oh, okay.
This is a mess.
This is
I'm
you have
making
to edit
a
this.
mess.
I'm making a mess.
All right, this is from the final chapter, right?
Okay.
You know, Barack wrapped an arm around Mitt's waist and pressed a kiss to the pale skin of his back, so much more tenderly than before. Mitt placed his hand over Barack's and curled into him, leaving no space between their two bodies. They didn't speak, just lay there peacefully, any tension long gone.
Guys, if you hear the sound of like lots of water, it's because I'm taking a cold shower right now.
Oh, if
You're
Michelle
gonna
found out
say
about
you're
this,
taking a
she'd be,
piss.
very upset.
Well, that too.
I can't be
Sometimes I do
engaged.
it
At the same time.
Like if you're in the shower, you may as well, right?
Can I
Yeah.
please read? Can I read "Sin," a Joe Barmy fanfic, which is a mix. Which, in case you can't tell, that's Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Mitt Romney all in one.
Oh,
shipment.
God.
Oh, I'm so
Right, I
sorry.
don't
Oh,
need
God.
that. I don't
No, can I
need
please?
that.
No, can I
Do
do?
Please.
do like a paragraph.
No, can I do it? No, can I just do a dramatic read? It's not long.
I just
Can I
don't
have a part in
believe
it?
Okay, yes, please,
His
please,
moral
please
beliefs
do,
would never
please.
let him do it with more than 2 people. So that would just it breaks immersion for me. Like one other person I understand, but like as a Mormon, he wouldn't do it with 2 people.
No. Well, no, I swear
In
Mormons.
fact-
The whole
No,
point
no.
is Mormons do it with more than one, more than two.
No, Mormons
That's
have
possible,
like
actually, yeah,
Mormons have
Like
16
7
wives and
wives,
something.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
think they're allowed
That's
to
one,
have up to like
unfortunately.
40.
My lord.
Well,
Really?
good
Oh my
man.
god, they're crazy for real.
I
Why
like
are they
that you know
okay,
Mormon law.
39,
Are you Mormon?
but 40 is too much.
No, I used to have I know like 6 Mormons for some reason.
And all of them are married.
I know
not gonna
too,
get into
and
that
it's really
today.
Did they
tragic.
did they support Mitt Romney's 2012 presidential run? Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Not
I'm gonna read
sure.
it. I'm gonna read it. Romney looked down at his feet to find his reflection peering back at him from his shiny leather shoes. Listening to the closing words of the moderator of the 2012 presidential debates, he bit his lip in apprehension of what he was not sure. Gentlemen, thank you both so much. That brings an end to this year's debates, and we want to thank Lynn University and its students for having us. As I always do at the end of these debates, I leave you with the words of my mum. He said, "Go vote, it'll make you feel big and strong. Good night." No.
Wait, did you put that in?
No, that's in there. Listen.
I hate it when fan fictions try and like do like fancy writing. Like just get to like.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what-
Ronan, no,
Build
listen,
up.
it gets better. Big and strong. The phrase lingered in his ears, and he chanced to glance at it. No, it gets better. And he chanced to glance at his opponent, who nodded graciously at Bob Schiffer's words. Big and strong. Who did that remind him of? As soon as the thought crossed his mind, Romney shook it away.
Joe Biden.
Romney shook it away, chuckling at the very notion. However, as soon as he dismissed the idea, Obama turned his head to meet Mitt's gaze and offered the GOP candidate a smirk. Blushing furiously, Romney turned and left the stage. The hustle and bustle of the backstage after the debate was too much for Romney. His social anxiety.
It's a really
So-
relatable character so far.
So he sought an exit from the university auditorium. What is that noise? Okay, good.
Let's go on.
Finding a door to an empty courtyard, Mitt stepped outside to sit on a bench and take a breath. It was a chilly night on the 22nd of October 2012, and the breeze rustled Romney's hair and tie. No. Big and strong. He wanted to be flippant about it, but something about those words reminded him irretrievably about the man who was supposed to be his rival. As if having heard his thoughts, the door behind him opened and none other than Barack Obama stepped out. "Mr. President," Romney stuttered, barely managing to get the words out through the lump in his throat. "Good debate tonight." He tried to maintain his stoic attitude in the presence of the other man, but couldn't keep the blood from rushing to his face. To his surprise, Obama chuckled. "You too, Governor." He took a step towards the bench that Romney sat on with a well-meaning grin and a twinkle in his eye. "And if I might be so bold, you're looking very sharp tonight." Mitt gasped. Senpai had finally noticed him. No, that's
Oh, God.
Wait, is that in there? Is that in
Yeah,
there?
that's in there. Obama.
That's so weird.
No, listen. Obama,
I don't know
you
about
don't
you
mean
guys,
that.
but I'm fully on board.
Obama senpai.
No, listen. Obama, you don't mean
Ooh.
that. He asked, voice waving with emotion. "Oh, but no, this has to be satire. Okay.
Oh,
But I do. Mitt. Now, kiss me." With this, Obama leaned forward
I
and
do.
swept Romney into his arms. Holding his face in his hands, the President of the United States stared longingly into the dark brown eyes of the other man. Obama leaned in but hesitated at Mitt's shy gaze. "Obama, it is not very GOP of me to be kissing a man." Mitt turned but stopped when he felt a firm hand on his upper thigh. Why run against each other, Mitt? The Secret Service people watching this right now, like, what the fuck? Why run against each other, Mitt? How would you like to be my first man? Mitt blushed as Obama leaned in to kiss him. Mitt, at first nervous, grabbed the back of Obama's smooth bald head. He sat on top.
There's no way this is real. There's no way.
No, he sat on top of Obama's lap and pulled him into a smouldering kiss. Their tongues battled for dominance, just as the two had earlier battled at the debate. And Mitt let out a shaky breath.
Okay,
Who
wait,
do you think wrote this?
No. I just need. There's a
was
bit more. It's
me.
not long left. I just need. There's a bit more. It gets better. "Obama, why?" Joe Biden gasped. He stepped down the courtyard straight towards Mitt.
Come on,
Mitt
man.
and Obama didn't budge. So,
Come on,
I like that he still calls him
What's this
Obama.
malarkey?
Mitt,
We gotta go, man.
What's all this malarkey? Mitt and Obama didn't budge, so Biden grasped Mitt's satin shirt and pulled him off his man. Where's Michelle?
Yeah.
Biden pushed
Michelle Obama.
Mitt out of the way because he wanted to have a
Where's
one-on-one with
Anne?
Obama. Did last night mean nothing to you?
And
This is
Michelle
Obama.
in a relationship.
Obama locked eyes with Biden. After a moment, he said, "As the president, I love all my citizens, but you are special." "Oh, Mr. President," Biden blushed. "You know, Mr. President, I don't mind if Mitt joins us this time. Anything that makes you happy. I've never had sex with a Republican. I'm not ready. I'm not ready." and then I'm not ready to fuck a guy. Nonetheless, two guys. Mitt intervened. "Even if it's me," Obama winked seductively. The tone of Mitt's face suddenly deepened from saltine to tomato.
The tone deepened.
This is funny.
The
This is
tone
funny.
deep-
This is funny. Let's head back to my house, the
The
White
tone
House.
of
Maybe you've heard
Roman's
of
face.
it. and then it just says a smexy car ride later. The three well-dressed politicians entered the white establishment. While they were, imagine the media just watching Mitt Romney get out of a car with Barack Obama and Joe Biden and enter the White House.
Into the White
three-
House.
Maybe you've heard of it. It's called the White House.
The white
three-
establishment.
No, look. The 3 well-dressed politicians entered the white establishment. That's a bit weird. Racist. While they walked along corridors, they engaged in small talk, even though none of them was small, if you know what I mean. It actually says that. Oh look, my future home, Mitt teased Obama. Obama shook his head while laughing. You wish. It's our home. Biden interrupted, glaring at Mitt. and then, be nice, Joe Biden. Obama scolded. That's real, by the way. And then, sorry, Daddy. That's Biden. And then, you have a daddy kink too? Mitt asked coquettishly while slowly approaching the vice president. I'm into a lot of kinks. Biden replied, gazing up at Romney with lidded eyes, like choking. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Mitt lifted up his briefcase and whispered into Biden's ear. I bought some toys for Daddy. Oh. Hello. Okay, it's almost at the end. Hello. No. This part is fucking really good. Right. Hello and welcome home, my husband. Would you like some carrots? Upon entering the Oval Office, the projector automatically ran the face of Michelle Obama. And then, ignore that. It's just a formality for our guests that usually come here. You know, diplomats and such. But you guys are more than guests. You guys are my lovers. So wait, is that meant to be like Michelle Obama isn't real? She's just a projector.
Would you like some carrots?
Yeah, why is it carrots? Obama wiggled his eyebrows.
Carrots.
No. Obama wiggled his eyebrows with a come hither look on his face. Mitt and Joe giggled as they entered the room at the end of the hall. Biden was familiar with this room. He could probably draw it in his sleep. Biden dreamt of this room when he slept alone, and not with Obama. Suddenly, Obama reached down into his throat and pulled out a squirming mass of and sprawled out. Oh no, this has to be satire. Obama reached down into his throat and pulled out a squirming mass of tadpoles. This is a special surprise I'm saving for you.
That's enough.
No, it's at the end now. It's at the end. He gently spread the baby amphibians over Biden's neck and shoulders. They quickly grabbed hold of the suit fibers and burrowed down past the fabric into the politician's milky skin.
No, I don't like that.
I want to take a shower now.
Obama, I want you in me, Biden gasped. Gentlemen, I was thinking about something else for tonight. Besides finned fetuses, Mitt interrupted, nudging Obama in the side. Mitt grabbed Obama's Empire State Building and began Biden, well distracted by the squirming specimen, squatted down to open the briefcase that had been dropped onto the floor. In it was pastel pink rope and fluffy handcuffs. And then, since they were tired, Obama tucked Mitt and Joe into bed and got them glasses of warm milk to drink. He kissed their receding hairlines and turned off the lights. Nothing lewd happened because the love of the 3 men was so pure and wholesome that they didn't need handcuffs or pink rope to prove it. Little did Obama know the tadpoles he produced from his throat would one day cause trouble for the nation, and one day the world. But that is a different story. Today he lies sleeping with his 2 best friends beside him. No, listen. With his 2 best friends beside him and his holographic wife protecting them.
That's really funny.
That was actually quite.
Wait, is there part 2
good.
then? Is there part 2?
No, that's not really. No.
Yes.
No, there's no part 2. That's it.
No.
If Obama wrote about this in his autobiography, he'd be like, I used to read Milton Friedman to impress the long-legged senator Mitt Romney.
So I thought that was quite a good one.
That was so chaotic.
Obama reading Ayn Rand, so he can put tadpoles in his mouth.
Why won't Mitt Romney notice me? That's like an Obama voice.
I want to Mitt Romney.
Can I read the David Hurlich review now? Because I think it's relevant. Hashtag
It is
relevance.
good.
I don't want to post memes in general, but he's a famous reviewer.
He's a film
and he
reviewer.
gave Mitt 2 stars.
Yep.
Do you
Oh,
wanna hear
okay.
this?
Let's hear what he said.
Let's hear what he
I
got
think
to
some of
say.
you guys will agree. I disagree with him, but I guess we'll see. So he says, I understand there's some legitimate historical value here, and that the world could benefit from having a candid portrait of the presidential trail for the modern era, especially when it comes to 2016. But it suffers from a similar problem to Fruitvale, that's Fruitvale Station. Even though I didn't like Romney before I saw the film, as opposed to Oscar Grant, who I knew little about beyond the circumstances of his death, I didn't need to be convinced that he was a human. More to the point, that's not enough. That's not a competent or satisfying thesis for a feature film. There's no point to a doc like this if they're going to let the chronology of the campaign shape the narrative. And
That's a lot of big
serve
words
up
for
to
saying
you.
I'm a Democrat.
I swear you agree with him though, Heather.
No,
I
we do, but
It's just like I don't need to go into a whole essay about it. It's just a bad film.
That's his job.
It's not. I don't think it's a bad. I don't think it's a, I don't think it's a bad film. I don't think it's a bad documentary. I don't think it's a bad documentary.
I
just
think
don't
it
like
could be
Mitt Romney as a
better.
person.
No, I think it's quite because
Yeah.
I didn't really get the pacing either. Like if I didn't know already what happened,
I
wouldn't
thought the
understand
pacing was
it.
alright actually.
I
to
thought it was
be fair.
alright. I thought it was a good
Yeah.
documentary. I just don't
What do
like
you
Mitt
mean by
Romney
the
as a
pacing?
person.
Just
I
elaborate
couldn't
on that a
tell
little bit.
when I couldn't tell when he was when he won the primaries, and I couldn't tell like when
That's
he started
fair,
running
could've
against the
established
Oh,
Yeah,
primaries.
that's
I
fair
didn't
enough.
realise
It
they
wasn't
switched to
clear.
2012.
Yeah. To be fair, they
Yeah.
didn't make it
I was
clear
like,
like
wait,
what was
what's
going
happening?
on.
Thank you.
but,
You
like,
literally
yeah.
agree with me.
No, yeah, I do,
Yeah.
but I just don't like. I don't care.
I thought
But
though,
maybe
like,
maybe it's
Too
because I
much
knew.
for
Maybe
you.
it's because I knew because I
I
know
don't think
about.
it's bad for the documentary to humanize Mitt, and I don't think that's it having an agenda either. Because like when
I don't
you
think
st- like
I
when
don't
you do,
think
like,
it
a
has an
fly on the
agenda.
wall-
I just
I
don't
don't
think he's a
think-
human being. And it's just weird. And it's just weird when they like try and make this like
To see
weird
people
lizard,
pretend that
this
he
weird
is.
upper class lizard like
Yeah,
Republican
yeah.
senator appear human. It's fine. I don't think it has an agenda. If it had an agenda, it'd be much more effective because they obviously didn't do a very good job because of the weird scenes, just like with his like son and like.
I thought it was an interesting and surreal portrait of the Romney family.
Yeah,
Because like there's so many
exactly.
scenes
Yeah.
that like this is slightly insane. Like when they're praying all together.
I
and,
feel like that's quite accurate though. I feel
the
like they're
little-
at-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think they filmed those scenes and were like, "This is gonna make everyone think we were normal," and we were like, "No."
Yeah. Carry on with the
Um,
documentary.
I think.
No, all in
What's
all-
everyone's final thoughts? Yeah.
Mitt Romney
Let's go around
2024.
I think it was alright. I think it was
2024.
alright.
I thought it was good.
2028.
No, I thought it
2024.
was, like, it's
2030.
funny.
Well,
I
okay,
think
this is funny.
Mitt
I just
Romney's
looked this
hot.
up. I just looked this up. Mitt Romney declined to run in the.
His wife refused him. Like
Yeah,
his
he's
wife
like-
won't allow
She's
him.
like,
He's like,
okay,
if you do it
okay,
again,
another one.
you're gonna degrade to you're like
I'm
you
gonna-
won't
I'm
be,
gonna
I can't
ground you.
resell you. Your resale value will
I'm running away
tank.
from horses.
He's like,
Okay,
your
wait,
parts
one
will
by one.
combust.
Everyone
She'll
go
threaten to
through
divorce
and
him.
give, like,
Yeah,
a
everyone go
couple
through.
of-
Okay,
a
Heather,
couple of lines to
Heather,
surmise how you feel
You go
about
first.
it.
How do you feel about it, Heather?
I thought it was quite a bad doc, but like it was good ironically, I think.
What does that mean?
Like I enjoyed watching it. I had fun.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
okay.
make it a good doc?
No, because
I don't
it
know.
wasn't a good I wouldn't watch it
Yeah.
for information or to learn about Mitt Romney.
That's true. Though it was a fly on the wall
Watch it.
documentary though, like it wasn't like an information
Yeah.
one. It was
Yeah,
just
but there
like a
wasn't enough
non-fiction
context, so unless you literally followed the election,
Yeah, I agree.
You wouldn't
If
know
you didn't
anything.
know,
Yeah, I
I
suppose
did-
that's fair enough.
One. The thing is, I didn't really know because I know a lot about like the Bush years, but like almost nothing about like 2008 to 2012. So I was basically like I barely knew who Mitt Romney was going into it, and like there was a lot of bits.
Yeah,
that
I didn't know
confused me. I
that
was like,
much.
what is going on with this guy? Why is he praying all the time? Why is he
Yeah.
writing a show?
Yeah,
You have to
I didn't know he was
yeah,
Mormon
yeah,
for a lot of
You have
it.
to like know he's Mormon, and like if you don't, then you're just like, what is he
Yeah, I
doing?
thought he was just like hyper Christian. Like
And also like, sorry, yeah, you go.
no, yeah, that's it.
Like the bit like they went for like the they kind of took like the Romney as the change candidate, like a bit forgiven, because they didn't really set it up very well, like in the debates, as in like
Mm.
in the bit like they were talking about the debates. So it's like they never like established that he flip flopped on anything, so that was kind of confusing for a while.
Yeah, I
But
agree with
he kept
that.
being referred to as the flip flop candidate. But who's next? Sorry, I kind of took over that one.
I'll
sorry.
I'll go. I
Yeah,
thought it was
Vinnie, go.
I thought it was like, yeah, I agree. Like it, like as a documentary, I suppose it didn't do a great job of like showing, like the actual information. But I thought it was funny, and I thought like it had good. It was like interesting at points to see like Mitt Romney's weird family, and like I thought it was funny, and like yeah, I enjoyed watching it. I think that's what I should say. Okay, Ronan, do you wanna? Well, Ronan, I mean you sort of said, but like, do you want to
I
say
know I've
anything
got
else?
some more thoughts.
Go.
For me, like I'm all aboard the Romney train. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Like
Hmm.
I'm like 2008 I was there, 2012 I was there, I will
No.
be there, writing him in.
How old are you in
2024.
2008?
I was there. I
Cool.
was there. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the only thing for me that is like getting in my way of like my just like total adoration for Mitt is that he is a Mormon. I feel like
So if he
was
converts, you'll be happy.
yeah, if he converted to Presbyterianism, preferably one of like the really weird versions of it, like where they speak in tongues and like women are
Yeah,
talk or something like
definitely.
that. Just something really weird. That would just really that would seal the deal.
Yeah.
I want like.
I think if he was a
Presbyterian
Scientologist,
church.
I'd like him more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
yeah,
he
I
looks like
just
a
think-
Yes,
Scientologist. He looks a lot
absolutely.
like Tom
Yeah,
Cruise.
yeah. but like the kind of Presbyterian church that like is a church but with like heavy apostrophes. Like it's a church but really it's a cult. Like I want everyone to live on a compound. That's the kind of religion I want him to convert to.
Intense.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
What was
I
the
want to live
question
on a
again?
compound with Mitt Romney.
You want
Yeah.
Westboro
Yes.
Baptist Church, but we don't want to talk about that.
What if we
Yeah,
kissed on the
exactly.
Presbyterian compound?
Okay. Next, Benji, do you want to talk about your thoughts?
I'd have to say, in conclusion, I thought it was incredibly surreal, a highlight of the way that the American political system and culture is, because there were loads of shots and like cases where you obviously thought the Mitt was trying to be like appear as like the working day every man, but it was like he's so robotic and like detached from reality that it was like amusing for me. It was like American Psycho kind of thing where like he's just fucking crazy
Yeah.
and like detached from reality, which I thought was really funny. So I thought that was.
I
quite,
think
like,
we compared him
nice.
to Patrick Bateman one time.
Yeah,
There was
he
one.
literally
No,
should.
It was
Yeah.
his son who really looked like
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Christian Bale,
So
yeah.
I thought it was very like entertaining. I thought like production wise it was quite good. Other than that, I wasn't very impressed. I thought that everyone else was right in that like contextually it doesn't set anything up at all. So you have to know what you don't like going at. You have to know what you're doing like when you go into it. And I thought it was kind of like all over the place. I thought it was kind of sporadic, and there wasn't much of like a key like idea of what was actually going on all the time. But I thought it was very like enjoyable other than that. But I can see that like if you don't know what was going on, like Heather said, it would probably suck. And I'm just here for the Mitt train, to be honest. So Mitt 2024.
Yeah.
He's going to be reborn as the Christ Savior and just fucking,
Yeah.
like he'll be like rebooted in his new like metallic armor.
No, they'll get him a new
Yeah.
skin suit and a new CIA chip, and he'll be ready for Hillary's next
Yes.
Hello,
campaign.
I'm Mitt
Yes,
Romney.
they're growing it as we speak.
They'll
Turn
reskin
into, like
him.
the Michelle AI.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Yeah.
This is the fucking Michelle.
Hello,
Yeah.
would you like some
Holodeck.
carrots?
Eden?
I thought that I really liked the documentary in the same way that I enjoy a David Attenborough documentary, you know, like about a strange creature that I'm unfamiliar with, you know.
Like
you
one of
get
those
to
sea
see how it
slugs that just
behaves.
slugs along the bottom. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, my enjoyment for the documentary, because I did enjoy it quite a lot, it was that mixed with like the Ted Bundy documentary, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You just
This
get
is
to
creepy.
see.
Who the fuck is this man?
Yeah, it's a combination of
This
me
man
being
wants to kill me and
deeply,
my
deeply
child.
disturbed, right, by the fact that this is a human person that
And
exists.
just a little bit more.
And but also the other feeling besides that was this feeling of deep wonder and curiosity at how it
Yeah.
exists.
An attraction, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to
Yes.
say it. flat
Yes,
out,
and
really.
Somewhere
deep
deep within
arousal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And,
had to keep pausing it to keep taking cold showers because the only way I know how to deal with that.
Really.
It took me like
I was vigorously
3 weeks to
masturbating
Brody, I
throughout.
figured it out. You just sit in a
personally.
cold bath and watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
No, you
I
have to
think-
be in a cryo chamber.
I think there should have been a big fat TW before the film started. And Mitt Romney is in this film. Daisy, what your
Wait,
thoughts?
Well, I thought for what it wasn't that bad. Like, I thought as a documentary, like, I think, like, yeah, it was really weird and surreal throughout, but I think he's just like that. I think he's just
definitely.
Mitt. He's just a really crazy person with
And if you don't
really
like Mitt, don't
weird
watch the
family.
doc.
Yeah,
Don't watch the
exactly.
doc.
And
If you
I don't like his
Mitt,
wife.
you've got me to
I
answer to.
thought his wife was horrible. I thought if it was like a movie, his wife would be the antagonist and Mitt would be the protagonist.
I got
Yeah.
revenge
Remember what's
for
Megamind?
that.
Well,
Yeah.
no, his wife is the antagonist because she's the one repressing all his gay feelings towards Barack Obama.
Exactly. I think if he divorced her, I don't know if Mormons can do that, but if he divorced her, then
Gotta
he
know
would have just
them.
been able to eat his spaghetti in peace, and he would have won. He would have won the
Yes.
presidential election.
Also, he never finished the spaghetti. He put the lid back on with like a
I know,
nice
like
3 or
I
4
wouldn't.
That
I
irks
think
me.
the doc would have been better if there'd been a little
Yeah.
expose
If he had
on what
finished
happened with the
if he had-
spaghetti.
If he had finished the spaghetti, I think the guy would have given him 3 stars instead of 2 stars.
Exactly, and I just think Mitt. I think he's not a real person, but that's kind of okay.
No,
and we
like
kind of
that's fine.
accept
That's
that.
not a fault of the documentary. That's a fault. of
Yeah,
Mitt.
that's just
Yeah.
Mitt. Like, and I think the
No, yeah.
documentary,
I think
like,
that's NPC
fly on the wall.
representation.
Yeah, it's
If you
good.
can't
Yeah.
accept Mitt as a salamander in a skin suit, you know, why are you even watching
Exactly. Like, why are you even here? And I just think, honestly, at the end of the day, he's Mitt.
No,
he's probably a
he's like-
Martian, but he's Mitt.
Yeah.
that? His
Well
manifesto
said, actually.
is
Very
like
well
just a
said.
care manual for like a gecko. And just like give him a heat lamp and like a bowl of water.
You just give him like a warm tank. He's fine. Yeah,
No
I
insects
just
twice a
thought,
day.
yeah.
Guys, Mitt is
Mitt-
panicking.
If you
Use the
slow
light bulb.
it down, you can see footage of Mitt licking his eyeballs.
Yeah, and that's also why he looks so good for his age, because he's like a
That's
gecko.
why his eyes are
and geckos
sparkly.
Yeah.
He,
don't
he
age.
sheds his
His
skin
eyeballs.
periodically.
Exactly. It's like that little video of like Justin
No, that's
Bieber where they said the
self-care.
lizard. It's him and his family. Like they're all just lizards and they're trying not to tell anyone, but they also kind of want everyone to know, so they kind of give
Yeah.
out their little
This film
sign.
is
I feel like he goes to
supposed
Kanye
be
West
caring
church.
lizard people.
I feel like
Kanye
that.
West.
I feel like he does a sermon about like
Yeah. And he's like,
the
yeah,
impact music
Kanye.
has on politics.
I hope
He
it
encouraged
doesn't
Kanye
sound
to run.
loud, like,
Yeah.
He endorsed Kanye.
he's screaming.
He funded the Kanye 2020
Ronan, you're very quiet.
campaign.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I just think we should all endorse Mitt Romney for the coming election. I think
Amen to
if,
that.
if we all
I'm
endorse
I'm
gonna
gonna
him,
write-
then
write.
he'll do really well.
I'm gonna write in Mitt.
I'm not writing in Mitt Romney. I'm just writing in Mitt. Just the
Mitt
word
full
Yeah.
Mitt.
stop.
Just
Yeah.
Mitt.
Mitt brackets 2014.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he'll win if we all do that, and that's my conclusion really.
Okay, so do we end it here?
Should we
I
wrap it
think I've
up?
got
we
one
wrap
more
it
thing
up?
to say about
Okay,
Oh
go on.
god, here we go.
and like my unironic love for Romney is
Yeah.
that like unlike George Bush, who I like despise because like I
Yeah.
know about all the stuff he's done, I think the fact that Romney never actually got a chance to be president.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Like,
Mitt
he's
Romney
quite
was
harmless.
president-
Imagine,
do
He'd be
the
like-
imagine
right
what we would have
things.
done.
Like it's like
Yeah.
it's
He
like
would've
Obama.
just, like-
No one likes him because when he got to president, he was able to do all that evil shit. Romney,
Exactly,
yeah,
Mm.
okay, yeah, like he's done some shitty stuff. Like he doesn't believe in certain things. He's like obviously if he got into power, would
But
be,
he
like,
didn't get to act on
and
it.
evil.
Like so
But
ultimately
he's not in
just
power,
harmless.
so he's just this old Mormon man running around
Yeah.
the place telling
Just
people
tweeting
to like
angrily at Donald Trump.
just to angrily
Yeah.
tweeting at Donald Trump and like endorsing Joe Biden. So like, go him.
Let him.
I mean-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree.
I think my
Yeah.
final thought on the matter is support Mitt Romney's acting career, not his politics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I'll
there
wait
will
We
for
be
another
need,
Mitt
we
doc.
need,
There will
we
be
He's,
need
he's
more-
like Nick
musical.
Cage too.
Yeah.
We definitely need more lizard
Left Behind
representation
2014.
on the big screen.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I'm very
cool.
much looking forward
It
to
was
the
just like
musical that's coming
Romney,
soon.
Return
Yeah.
of the Mitt.
I'd like to see Romney in a zombie film because I feel like then there'd be like that sub layer of like you can't tell which.
Would
ones
he
are the
be a
zombies, the
zombie
zombies
or
and
a
which ones
human?
are
though?
the
That's what I
Romneys.
want to know.
Yeah, so it's like, what if, and
The
then
Romneys.
no, like Paul Ryan just turns to Mitt like, what if we were the zombies all along?
It's like the Romney family is able to like escape the zombie apocalypse because none of the zombies.
Not
notice
Anne
them
though.
because they
Anne
think they're
dies.
also-
Anne gets
Anne-
bitten.
No, Anne's a zombie.
They all turn
Is
on
she?
Anne and like feed her to the zombies.
Yeah.
Stop
no,
typing.
all the Romney family are just like throw her out of the cabin, so, like because she's pissing them off.
They
So,
pray out and
in
like sorry Lord for what
conclusion-
we've done.
In conclusion, Mitt Romney
Continue
good, Mitt Romney
streaming
white
Mitt.
bad.
So you
Stream
can pay for
Mitt
his
2020.
wife's lobotomies.
should we wrap it
Yeah.
up here?
I mean, yeah. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we
listening.
just wrapped it up.
Bye, y'all. See y'all next week. Next.
Don't know what the
episode.
next
Yes.
episode is.
We'll think about it.
We'll think about it. We'll let you know.
Have a good think.
I've been
Thanks,
jacking
y'all.
off this whole time.
Bye, y'all.
See you guys. Have a good one.